And we're live, I think. Feels like it. I feel like I'm alive. And, all right. I'm going to do a new live show. I've been wanting to do more live shows, and I just don't know when to do them. Like, should you do them like in the afternoon or at night, and what? I'm going to do one tonight, right now, at 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Because, like, what are you doing? You're on a date? No. You're watching me. Let's see. Let me take a look here. And I'm going to share this on the social medias and get people to notice I'm doing it, which is very important. All right. Oh, hey, somebody's already noticed me. Hey. Okay, good. And let me just put a shout out over on where we were talking about. Going to be over here on a Facebook. Hey, what do you think's going to replace Facebook and YouTube? I mean, is there going to be something? I don't know. Things don't last forever, so why would websites last forever? So I don't know. Let me see. We're alive. All right. And okay. Wish I could do this pre-starting the video, but I don't think I can. That'd be great. Like, so you don't have to see this stupid bullshit of me just typing. The only time, there we go. The only time anything's exciting when someone's at the computer is when they are helping the hero, get to some place. Like, oh, dun 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 dun. We're in. Oh. Or like helping Tom Cruise get somewhere. Hey, Dash and Scan. Important? Something happening? Nah, nothing too happening. Although I think I might do. Here's the thing. I've been doing too many reaction to bullshit things. As far as videos are concerned, I used to do that a lot more on the channel. And you know what? I'm going to not lie to you. Those videos tend to be the more view count videos, like react to some news going on, like somebody's been cast or something in like Steven Universe or some other thing. Those videos are successful. Shit. My most successful video on this channel is me reacting to new episodes of Steven Universe and me going, hey, that was pretty cool. Can't wait. And that's like huge. I have like 28,000 views on that. And like videos I've worked really hard on, who cares? That video I did that has like 28,000 views. I literally made that next to Lindsay. Like when I saw like a news come up, like, hey, new episodes are coming up next month. And I was like, wow. I turned the camera on, like on the couch. He goes, hey, this is great. And then turned it off and edited it. And I didn't even edit it. I just posted it right on. That took like maybe 20 minutes. And that's like a ridiculously huge video for me. Let's see. That's how this site works. Most vapid stuff rises to the top. That is true. I fully agree. So I think I might probably, to be honest, my channel could use a little more content on reacting to news and stuff like that. To be honest, because I've been looking at my last few months of videos. And it's like, yeah, it's comic review, Steven Universe, nothing too like brand new. So I was like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I should kind of react to stuff like that. And I might do it here on live shows, or I might just do brand new live ones. So hey, let's take a look at some news here. I'm looking at CBR, and to be honest, like after San Diego Comic-Con, news on comic stuff kind of dries up for a little while. So this is a great time for me to do a video like this. Like Bendis is talking about the ultimate Spider-Man approach to Legion of Superheroes. I'm not sure if he's the best choice for Legion of Superheroes. He's He's a great writer. I love Brian Michael Bendis. He's an influence on me. Cynical smartass. I'm not sure if he's the guy for that comic. Um, let's see. John Constantine, Hellblaze returns as an ongoing Black Label series. So is Black Label just going to replace Vertigo? Is that the plan? I don't know. Except Black Label will have like Wonder Woman and Batman in it. But it's not too serious because we can't see Batman's crank. That's that was the first issue of the Black Label books. Was the Batman penis issue.
Oh, right.
That everyone like lost their minds about, and I thought was hilarious. Let's see. Manos author Art Spiegelman says Marvel's essay was pulled over the Trump dig, and it's true. And actually, you could go online and easily find he just published what he was going to say online. And it's actually a really great essay. It's worth reading if you find it. You'd be able to find it. Just word search Art Spiegelman. DC's ninth Metal Men will kill one of the Metal Men. Grossman's The Magicians returns, a new comic book miniseries. You're a big fan of The Magicians. Have you read the other comics? Oh, hey, hold on. Context, Lindsay is just sitting over here. So
Hi.
Your hand is able to pop up in the camera there. All right, Lindsay, you're a big...
I love the books, like the show. The comic series that's coming out is actually going to be set after the books.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a new class of hedge witches and hedge magicians.
Okay.
So people who weren't trained as magicians but tried to learn themselves are going to be admitted to break bells.
Oh, that's interesting. And they haven't... Is this the first time they'll be doing new comics? Has there been a Magician's comic before?
There's one graphic novel, I think.
Have you read it?
No.
Okay.
It just came out a month ago, I think, so I haven't gotten it yet.
So would this be a good time to jump into the Magician's bandwagon? Or should you just say fuck it and go back to the books?
Well, I love the books.
Yep.
That's how I read them. I found the first book at a thrift store. That's how I
Oh, I didn't know that.
It looked cool, and the back said it was like, it's an adult Harry Potter. So it's like, I gotta get this.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to know some of like the lore and what hedge witches are and stuff before you read the new one.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be mostly new characters, so it might be a good jumping on point.
Okay. Because I've only seen a few episodes of the TV show with you.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of the books. So have you watched the rest of the series? I know you were liking it.
I'm in the middle of. I've finished the first 2 seasons. I haven't started season 3 yet.
That's right. You were watching it when I was at work or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mind the show. I could have like with you. I shouldn't say didn't mind the show. That makes it sound like I was just tolerating it. No, I mean I really liked it. All right, let's go to some other things going on here. Green Lantern cover gives a clear look at Hal Jordan's new Black Stars uniform. Apparently, the Black Stars are a thing again in DC, which never really took off. I always kind of liked their Travis Charez design, and it was an interesting idea that there was someone else in the universe, policing the galaxies besides the Green Lanterns, which is an interesting idea that I never felt DC really ever went in on. Especially there's that period where the Green Lantern Corps was decimated when Hal Jordan had his ship fit and became Parallax. That would have been a really good time for them to kind of pick up the bandwagon, but no, I guess not. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of not that interesting news going on here. There's a new Harley Quinn Breaking Glass trailer. Promises you'll love the original graphic novel or else. Not has been. I don't know if I can say I've turned on Harley Quinn, but I loved that character. And since New 52, I've not been a fan. I just haven't really enjoyed anything I've seen of the character, and I feel like I don't know. Just I keep like not being excited about any of their choices with her. All right, let's see. He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. Plus Eternius Fate on Skeletor. I guess this is the DC comic. Oh, of course, it's a DC comic, so of course they're doing multiverse stuff. Am I the only person done with multiverses? Like I tweeted this the other day, and I'm just like, I wish DC and Marvel would like take a break from the multi-dimensions things. Like, oh wow, hey, it's Batman, except he, I don't know, doesn't have teeth. Woohoo! Whoa, that's crazy. Hey, it's Superman, except he has a tattoo. Whoa, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care about that stuff. Not that I don't care. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that. It's just when you overdo something, I tend to like zone out, because if everything is super crazy all the time, well, then that creates this kind of like feeling of, I don't know, it becomes kind of a new normal and it just kind of gets stale. Like I'll eventually, I get more interested when the stories just feel like they matter. I don't know. Let's see. This is something that had me interested because I'm a big fan of Tim Drake Robin. I think he is my favorite. No, I don't think. He is my favorite Robin. He has a brand new costume, and I saw this posted on Twitter earlier today, and I wasn't sure if it was just fan art or the real thing. With the release of DC's November 2019 solicitations, contains the Young Justice 10 cover by artist John Timms, with Tim Drake's updated superhero suit receiving a prominent place at the bottom of the cover, joining Young Justice on the November cover. Breakout star is the breakout star Naomi from Naomi, and the big difference between the new costume and the previous suit worn by Tim Drake is the lack of the cape. The new suit also foregoes the red and green color scheme from his Robin Red days, or the deceased color tones of brown and gray, with his utility belt and small outlines, costume appearing as gold. I don't know if I love this costume. Oh wow, Naomi looks cool on this cover. It's kind of okay. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring this over for you. Can you see this okay? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's see. I don't know if this is going to hurt my bandwidth or Wi-Fi reception or whatever the fuck it's called. There we go. What do you think of that, people at home? It looks kind of, at least from this shot, I mean, it's nicely drawn, but the design kind of strikes me as kind of generic. I don't know. Maybe I need to see, more of it so it can kind of like, no, Cape is interesting. Looks like he's still calling himself Robin. To be honest, I mean, I guess Robin doesn't need a cape, but I don't know. That's really an interesting departure. I gotta say, Naomi looks really cool. I guess that's a costume she has. I haven't been keeping track of that character since I read the first issue. That looks really cool. There's Amethyst. Amethyst? What are you doing with Young Justice? So yeah, I don't know. They've done worse to Tim. They've done a lot worse to Tim, so I guess that's okay. Hey, Carmelo. Hey, Manos. Would be interested in doing a movie commentary podcast on the DC Marvel movies like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and yeah, I'd be interested. Actually, I've been kind of that's been kind of on my to-do list here in the channel to do some commentaries. I haven't decided how I'm going to do them just yet. I was thinking about doing one like the way I used to on Geek Evolution, is do a over Skype with someone else. But to be honest, it might be just easier to do them in my own home with someone here, or just me. Or Lindsay, would you like to do a commentary with me?
Yeah, I think that.
I've been kind of like thinking about doing Batman '89 first, but is there a movie you'd prefer to do? And you can think about that. You can think about that. You want to hear me and Lindsay do a commentary? Hey, Marion, how you doing? Yeah, we can talk about all types of shit. Let's see. Let's see. Cosmo Sheridan, is there any chance you might review Rick Vick's Brat Pack? Wow, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Actually, Comic Tropes recently did a video about that a month or two ago. I haven't thought of Brat Pack in a long time. That was like that. I remember when that came out, people were talking about that. Like, oh man, this is like, this is a lot like what Alan Moore does, and this is like realistic. Like, there's a. I remember that cover of like a Dick Grayson, Robin type teen superhero shaving his legs, which was pretty much the main image of that. I haven't read it. I'm pretty sure I could find it at my comic book store. But that's an interest. I've been kind of getting ready to do older runs of older comics and runs and stuff like that. And I can put that on the docket. Hey, I have a docket. I'm gonna make a docket.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Marion says, "Hey, Manos." Nightwing says, "Hell yeah, that's right." Let's see. What's going on? Have you heard a rumor about Marvel Studios' Spider-Man: Far From Home director's cut being released in theaters? Yeah, I actually have heard that, and actually, when I was just on the comic book resources website, I looked through the movie news, and yeah, that actually is a story. Spider-Man: Far From Home will re-release, include deleted scenes. I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact that it's now Sony's biggest film ever. It recently became the most successful movie of all time for Sony.
Nice.
For Marvel, it's Tuesday. And so they're re-releasing it, and they're going to add some new scenes because, like, hey, that really worked really well for Endgame. Let's do that too. I know there's some people who I noticed some people were like pissed that it's not Spider-Verse or something like that. That's their most money-making film. But come on, like, look, Spider-Verse won an Oscar, and it is beloved. It's going to quickly become a classic. People are going to be talking about this movie for generations. It might be a game changer animation-wise. And it's not exactly bombed. Like for an example, like for comparison, people have been comparing it to Mask of the Phantasm from Batman, which is arguably also an animated Batman film, which is probably maybe the best theatrical Batman film. That bombed. Now, look, I went to the movie theater to see that on opening night, and it was like me and my friend Kevin, and there's a couple other people, just a few rows back. It tanked. Like, no one saw it. No one was talking about it, and my friend and I were loving it, and it was disappointing, to say the least. So yeah, look, Spider-Verse did well. In comparison, when Lindsay and I went to see it, there was like an audience there. I mean, it did great. It didn't like kill, but it did good. It was a good show. Let's see. Would you like to? Would you like to invite Captain Logan to your channel to review comic book stuff? I'm sure he's got other things to do. I'm busy, so I'd like to kind of bring other people here. Maybe we can. I'd definitely like to bring some of the old crew. I've been talking to. I've already had like Ian from Geeky Gentleman. He's been on the channel a couple of times. He'll be on again. Deadpoolzilla's been on here a few times. I love having him on. I've been talking to Curious Low about coming on. We haven't figured out the right thing. We have a lot of like in common and also a lot of similar sensibilities, but we really don't read and watch the same things. So we got to figure out what to talk about. And I've been talking, I brought this up to Steve Baxi. I'd love to have him on the channel, but I haven't kind of figured out the right thing. Oh, hey, Lo is here. Hey, Lo, how you doing? Let's see. Hey, folks, would anybody like to see Curious Lo on the channel? You could, let's see. Curious Lo, I'll watch Steven Universe someday, and we'll review it. I would love that. And it's going to be, you're going to enjoy it. Let's see. Nightwing, a random question. After watching She-Ra, which DC or Marvel character would have Catra as a member of the Rogue Squad? Well, I mean, look, Suicide Squad would have Catra on it. That would actually be the best run of Suicide Squad. Catra, she's one of those characters. The Noelle Stevenson version of Catra is great. You put her on anything, and she'll like make things more exciting. She'll fuck everything up. She'll manipulate everything. She's like, I don't know. She's like a combination of Cheetah from Wonder Woman and Louise Belcher. Just drama. Don't let that bitch near you. She will ruin everything. So yeah, put her on Suicide Squad. Holy crap. Done. DC is like doing a lot of stuff with He-Man. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility. It'd be great if this version of She-Ra influenced different versions of the She-Ra characters. So, once we see them again, like pop up on something, maybe we'll get more, like maybe the Catra, even if it looks like the old Catra, will like act like this Catra. Because frankly, I have trouble like watching, like, I mean, I grew up with the old She-Ra, but after watching this show, I kind of have a little trouble. Like, I watched the old show. It's like, man, that Catra is rough. Like, she sounds like a real, she sincerely sounds like a ripoff of the Batman Catwoman versions. Like, let's see. Well, let's rip off the Eartha Kitt version, and like she sounds a lot like the Eartha Kitt version, like a bad impression. So yeah, I've spent a little bit too long talking about her because she's probably one of my favorite villains right now. All right, let's see. Let me get back to other questions. Cosmo, heads up about Brat Pack. According to Strange Brain Parts, Brick's prequels Max Immortal. Oh, I've heard of that. And the sequel, Brat Pack, Brat's Immortal Super Special, expand the Brat Pack universe. I've heard Max Immortal. I didn't realize they were connected. Because there's a horrifying cover to Max Immortal with this baby sitting on, I guess, like his adopted dad's shoulders, and he's pulled out his eye, and he's like laughing and like, like a baby. It's horrifying. And let's see, Romelio Malone. Do you consider Kingpin a Spider-Man villain or a Daredevil villain? That's a great question. He was a Spider-Man villain until Frank Miller stole him like a thief, like a brilliant thief. He is a Daredevil villain, I consider, because it's just been too long. He's been more focused on Daredevil. He, of course, can fight anybody, really. I mean, he took on the Punisher for a while, and he occasionally goes back to Spider-Man. Like he's occasionally appearing in Nick Spencer's Spider-Man series, which is really good. He's kind of screwing with him in a really funny way. Like he's trying to make New York love him, and in that way, he's trying to create a rift between the other heroes. Like he's going, hey, screw you other heroes. I'm making life tough for you, except my buddy Spider-Man. He's my teacher's pet. That's kind of a dick move. I love that. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Curious Little writes, hey, that's something we both consume. Bob's Burgers. Yes. I inhale Bob's Burgers. Can't wait for season 10. I think it's coming up. Oh, I can't wait. Let's see. Dash and Scan. I think you should make a free-form podcast that's partly excuse just to talk to each other like most podcasts. Yeah, that's another kind of thing on my loose, vague to-do list. I would love to do a podcast, and part of me, I have to have a host. I have to have a co-host. I can't just do a podcast and just talk to air. I would love. I've told Duke Loops. I would love to revive comic news with Duke and Manos. Very much so. I'd love to do that again. That was a lot of fun. I got a friend. I did a short-lived podcast, the Primal Paper podcast, with a friend of mine, Jeff Hewitt. That was fun. And I don't know. I might. I don't know if there's a couple other people. There's a couple people I could do podcasts with. Let's see. Where are we here? Have you read? Let's see. No, I haven't read any of this stuff. Amy at Love. Maybe I should start checking out some of the stuff. I'll be honest. I haven't read any of this stuff. I've heard of Brat Pack and Maxim Order. I haven't heard of Amy at Love. That sounds interesting. I'm guessing that's a new title. Let's see. Dash and Scan. I mean, still talk about. Dash and Scan says, I mean, still talk about the geeky stuff, just without a rigid, routine topic system like the Evolution Hour talking. Yeah, I could do that. I go back and forth because I see the advantages of having a set structure, because that gives you something to work off of. Because let's say you go on, you don't have shit to say. Like, I don't know what to talk about. I mean, so it's like you staring at the camera going, things are neat. Look at this. So, I mean, there's advantages to that. I think if I do a podcast, I will at least have some sort of topic. A lot of people talk about geeky stuff in comics. So I guess it is kind of hard to kind of stand out. I have been thinking about doing some sort of, if I do a comic book or a geeky type of podcast, I probably would want to have some sort of angle, which is why it would be cool to revive comic news, or if I did something with somebody else, I would have some kind of specific thing where we talk, where we have something kind of talk around, and then just shoot the shit. Like, I'm a big fan of My Favorite Murder, Lindsay's favorite podcast. And I really love that idea where each one of them brings like a real life murder story.
Yeah, each episode, they each have one story that they talk about. And they tell the other person the story.
Yeah. And they're both smart ass comics, so they just kind of go off on tangents and stuff like that. It's really fun. That might be an interesting way to kind of go about it. Like maybe me and some other dork will like have like, two different topics we want to talk about, and we just like, shoot the shit. That might be fun. Let's see. Malone, do you watch the Bat in the Sun channel on YouTube? My favorite superhero battle is the Batman Wolverine rematch. I'm not. I used to watch that. I haven't watched any of their DC Marvel fight videos in a long time. I am really impressed by their production work. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give that another. I can't remember if they're the ones who did the Wonder Woman Thor one. Was it Wonder Woman Thor? Wonder Woman Wolverine. It was Wonder Woman Wolverine, and she like completely fucking tortures his ass. It does skew a towards DC, which is fine. Let's see. Cosmo, have you ever thought of Mobile Suit Gundam, and not just the destruction of super robots, but as a superhero destruction akin to Watchmen? I haven't seen Mobile Suit Gundam. I'm a big fan of Gundam Wing. That's the only one I've really watched like all the way through. I've watched that series a couple times. I've only watched bits and pieces of some of the other Gundam series that have come out for the last 86,000 years. So I have a lot to catch up on with my Gundam stuff. I just finished watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is a show that I've been wanting to watch and been hearing about forever. And I only had watched bits and pieces, and it's not a good show to watch bits and pieces. Like you watch first 2 episodes, and then episode 5, and then episode 8, and then episode 12. Like that's you're not going to be able to like really kind of get a good sense of it. So thanks to Netflix putting on the whole show and the movies, I got to watch that whole thing, and holy fuck! I mean, I was thinking about like the end of Evangelion for like a few days afterwards. I found it rather distressing, like in a good distressing. Like it really got me like thinking. It really got me feeling. But holy crap, it's not fun. Let's see. It's Army at Love, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Mispronounced that. That teaches me not to like gloss over things. Mary McDaniel, do you think the Steven Universe movie villain wants to kill Steven to get back to the diamonds? Because in their eyes, they have lost their way? That's my first instinct, yes. And the second I realized at the end of season 5 that they were going to keep going, I figured that's going to be a problem. Someone is not going to be cool with these changes in Homeworld. Someone's going to want to make Homeworld great again. And usually that means fighting and killing. So, of course, this show is this show. So, we aren't going to get into end of Evangelion for season 6 in the movie. But I mean, although I think Rebecca Sugar probably would be tempted to do that if she could. I know she's a fan of that. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's a distinct possibility. So we'll see. Let's see, where, I'm skipping someone. Watch the original Gundam trilogy. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, if I were to like sit down and start watching some of the other Gundams, I would definitely go back to the beginning. I think I agree, that would be a good place to start. After reading UN definition genocide on the internet, do you think that Catra tried to commit genocide in season 3? That's a good question. I don't know, because in comparison to, let's say, Thanos and his whole snapping half the universe out of existence, where Catra did include herself with that, she did not give a shit. It's hard to say if that fits like the typical definition, but I mean, kinda, yeah, I guess so. It's so horrific, her motivations though. Like, she didn't care if she killed everyone. She just didn't want Shira to win. That's terrifying. I love where her character went this past season. Okay, who's your favorite DC Marvel superheroes? Who the hell are those guys? No. Let's see. Well, with DC, definitely a big Batman fan. Wonder Woman are generally my favorites. Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. I really like Satana. I really love Wesley Dodds Sandman, and Morpheus and Daniel Sandman. I love like Death. Over at Marvel, definitely Spider-Man #1. Very close #2 is Daredevil. I love She-Hulk. She's usually in my top 3 at Marvel. I know that might surprise some people, because some people don't really think of her in that way, but I adore that character. Let's see. Definitely after like those guys, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and man, there's just a few characters that just I get really excited when I see them. I really like Moon Knight. I love the X-Men. I love like specifically Wolverine and Rogue and Jubilee and Kitty Pryde. Like last few years have been really kind of selling myself on Kitty Pryde as a character. Let's see. Where are we here? Oh, hey, Marion says, what would She-Ra from the new She-Ra cartoon think of Injustice Superman, especially after finding out who he was before? I don't think she'd be digging. To be honest, I don't know anything about Injustice Superman except he killed pregnant Lois by accident because he's a big fucking dum-dum. So she'd think that was messed up. So I mean, I guess you would say that, or doesn't he like try to take over the? Or doesn't he go Zack Snyder on everybody in that universe? I don't follow that game, so or in the comic books that are tied to them. So I only have a loose idea of what I think they are. So I don't think she'd care for that. I don't think she'd be cool with that. So that's actually not a bad comparison because that's definitely someone who was like her and kind of went off the rails. So that's actually not a bad question. Okay, let's see. Manos, you ought to check out Space Runaway. Let's see. I've never heard of that. Is that an anime? Or is that a comic? I'll see if I can look that up. Which one in practice to moves? Huh. I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with that, so I'll have to dig into that, see what that is. Malone, you think DC streaming can save the Krypton series? Well, I mean, is there anything that can save the DC streaming? Like I've heard like stories how that's not on solid ground, and it might get gobbled up by whatever Warner's streaming service come about. It'd be a great place. It'd be an ideal spot to bring it over. We'll see. Let's see. Edit. I was. Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to look that up. I don't know much about anything besides the Evangelion TV series and the film. What about regular Superman? Well, of course, regular Superman would totally like be buds. That would work. Let's see. The Injustice comic actually has a lot of heart. You read. Let's see. Oh, that's good. I hear it's well done. But there are a few things I hear about it that doesn't interest me. But let's see. Do you read manga? I don't read as much manga as I'd like. And one of the things I like so much about manga is the variety. And it's not just superheroes. As a matter of fact, superheroes are not the most popular thing in manga. But yet I don't get a chance to read as much. I have gotten into Junji Ito's work. I'm a big horror fan. I've been really liking his stuff, and I picked up Zhao, which is messed up, and it's probably not even the most fucked up thing he's done. But I'm like getting more into like some of his work. I will probably maybe start reading more like I'll definitely look for stuff in manga that I don't get out of Western comics, like horror. And he's kind of been the thing. It's funny, yes, I've been actually really getting into his work lately. So that's what I've been reading manga-wise. Let's see. It's an anime directed by Gun Creator. Oh, okay, cool. I'll look for it. I'll see if it's on streaming or wherever things are now. I'm still getting over the fact that there are no video stores. Let's see. I heard was a predecessor that everyone dies at the end. Oh, okay. All right. That sounds fun. You just blew it for me. Now I don't want to see it. Like everyone dies at the end. What is this, Hamlet? Have you read anything by? No, I have not. Do you have any recommendations? Let me know. I am interested in seeing some manga. I've been heavily invested in superheroes the last few years, and to detriment of like some of the non-hero stuff I used to enjoy reading. There is some really good stuff from Image, like Bitch Planet and Pretty Deadly, Saga, and haven't been able to stretch my budget far enough to buy some of the other Image stuffs. So yeah, I could definitely stand to read some non-hero stuff. Let's see here. What would Steven and the Gems think of Brandon Buyer from Brightburn? I don't think they'd like him. It's pretty. I think that's a pretty obvious answer to that. I'm going to go with no. They're not going to dig that guy. Let's see. Malone, the other day, I listened to you and Captain Logan commentary podcast on Batman and Robin, and I gotta ask you, you ever wonder what George Clooney's Batman voice would sound like? Yeah, if he had tried. I think, see, that's one of the things that frustrates me about Batman and Robin and George Clooney specifically, is he wasn't bad casting. Actually, Uma Thurman is great casting. That actually has a great cast. It's just they decided to play the characters in any kind of likable way, an enjoyable way. Everybody did the wrong choices. And I've seen them do things that could be done that way. And it's so obvious he doesn't give a damn. He it's a paycheck to him. Cool, I get to be Batman and get, giant film and, my name up there and doing a big A-list project. Fine, great. Where's the check? Where's the paycheck? And that's the thing. It's his Bruce Wayne, man, he was a great, God, he practically is Bruce Wayne. That would have been great. If he had tried, if he had made some choices, because I could see him do, he has done dark characters. He has done that. He has done the things that would work as Batman. And he looks like Batman. He was on paper a great choice. Let's see. Speaking of manga, do you read? Yes, I have read Batman: Childhood Dreams. Wow, that's weird you mentioned that because I'm actually thinking about Childhood Dreams. I have the two big Batman mangas. I had Childhood Dreams from 2003 and the 1960s Batman manga, which Lindsay bought for me for Christmas in this beautiful, giant, big-ass collection. It's gorgeous. I love it. And let's see. Yeah, Childhood Dreams is great. It really does look. It's greatly influenced by Batman '89 and Tim Burton's Batman. The Batmobile and the look of Batman's costume in places. And I don't know, I really I dig it, although the concept of people taking drugs and the drugs turning them into Batman villains is kind of silly. But if you get around that, I like the story overall, and the art is gorgeous. Let's see. Let's see. Dash and Scan. It's famous for the way it ended. Because it's fine. Because out of spite, yeah, the way he wanted. Yeah, nothing like a writer writing out of spite. I've seen that before, and I probably will do. I've done that. It's not pleasant. Some of my favorites are. Let's see. Wow, there's lots of good. It's got lots of good shit here. Captain Kill, Book of Human Insects. Metropolis, I've heard of. Princess Knight and the Two Knight. I haven't heard of that. Next. Oh, some interesting. Okay, I'll have to check those out. Most manga I've been lately into have been atmosphere slice of life stuff. That's cool. And you know what? I haven't read anything like that in a long time. There's one of my favorite comics is a slice of life book called Box Office Poison from Alex Robinson. It's collected in a big ass trade. I love that book. I was buying it in the singles when it was coming out from Antarctic Press. I love that book, and I bought the trade. I actually bought two trades. I bought the first half of it when it was collected, and then I bought the big ass full series collection. And I always recommend it to people, Alex Robinson's Box Office Poison. About a group of friends who are artists and writers living in New York and the 90s, and they're having their issues. It's really funny. It's really dramatic and sad, and it's got a beginning, middle, and end. It's a really great book. Let's see. Most manga I've been. Oh, okay. Marion says, could we get a character Steven Universe movie? This would be the place. Maybe the villain will get killed. Maybe the villain will kill some like random gems. That would suck for some of those random gems. Like, yay, hey, I'm alive again. Dead. That could happen. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, an Astro Boy. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm very familiar with Astro Boy. Mysterious background. Okay. These are really good choices. These sound like really cool choices. I definitely need to get more into manga because, frankly, they just have more to offer as far as like variety and diversity in subject matter. As much as I love superheroes, and as much as what I love about superheroes is the diversity of story types within them. I mean, that's the cool thing about superheroes. Like, you can have superheroes that do horror stuff and action, sci-fi stuff, and like street level stuff and cosmic stuff and comedy and serious, which is why they're better than cowboys. Like, cowboys are pretty much cowboy stuff, or just generic action characters. Like, no, they have a different variety of what you could do with them. But you can only go so far, which is why, I've been thinking about doing some more manga stuff, or at least a little bit more independent stuff. It's funny, a lot of the independent stuff, and I'm not talking about like IDW or Image. I'm talking like real independent stuff, like my friend Dorothy's and her book Spirit's Destiny, and she's got a new book coming out. There's another real cool book called Chess that I've been reading, and Kamaguno's Like Father, Like Daughter. These are all great independent books, and they're also still superhero books. And I make an independent book, and I make a superhero book. So I don't know. It'd be fun to kind of like not step away, but I mean, put a foot in like a different genre in comics. And Lindsay's a lot better than that. She reads superheroes, but she also reads horror and fantasy and comedy and stuff. Like, she's a lot better diverse readership than I am. Let's see. Let's see. For manga, I recommend Good Night Pum Pum and A Silent Voice. And give me a sec. Wow, you were full of suggestions. I'm gonna have to go back on this video and check out all your suggestions, because that's really cool. Nightwing, will you be collecting the Grant Morrison? The Grant, the Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle run and trade. They're doing it now. That would be cool. I could go for that. I have a lot of those issues anyway, but I feel like there are probably a few I missed here and there. Because I got into their run a few issues before 600, and then I just stayed on and did not miss an issue they were doing, because I just absolutely love their work. I love Norm Brayfogle's work on Batman. And then they jumped from Detective Comics to Batman, and I followed them as well. And their work on Batman was a little more mainstream and not as creepy as some of the stuff they were doing on Detective, but otherwise it was just great stuff. I may pick it up. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at the price tag on that. Let's see. When you watch solo Spider-Man movies in the MCU, did you ever get the feeling Spider-Man is being Iron Man Jr. in the MCU? Yeah, I mean, so far. And to be honest, in that context, in that continuity, that's not like an insane leap. And there has been some groundwork in the regular comics to kind of do that. We'll see. I mean, I would like to see Riri Williams show up. And what would be cool is Peter Parker is the first one to kind of be touted as maybe the next. And we could get a through line of like, it would be neat if they did this thing where like, oh, well, maybe this character is the next Iron Man. How about this character? We could lead, Reed Richards could be. Oh no, the dogs. Reed Richards could be, construed as the next Iron Man, which is kind of funny. And Riri Williams. What's interesting, as I keep thinking about Riri Williams, is she shows up in the comics after Tony Stark dies and steals a lot of his armor out of storage. And I don't know, at one point, like, her armor gets an AI voice, which is Tony. Like, he was able to save his memories and consciousness in and the AI, and it became the AI of her suit while he was dead. And if Marvel could talk Robert Downey Jr. as just coming back and doing the voice, it's like, yeah, I'm sure he could do that. That would be it. That would be the way to do it. That would be a cool way to do it for these films. Let's see. Do you think we'll ever see what Uncle Ben looks like in the MCU? I assume so. Maybe a third film would probably be the good place to kind of do it. We can bring it home to that. It'd be cool if it was some kind of reveal or something like that. Like they use like a name actor or something. Who knows? It'd be great if it was Tobey Maguire. Let's see. Do you think? Did you think King of the Monsters did King Ghidorah justice? Confession is I did not get a chance to get to see the movie in theaters, which is a deep regret. I tried a couple times, and either the money wasn't there, or the timing wasn't there, or Lindsay and I were just not in the mood to go out, and then the movie was out of theaters. So I apologize. And that's the second time, because I wanted to see the 2015 Godzilla in theaters, and I didn't get a chance and ended up just buying it on DVD. So history's going to repeat. I'm going to have to do that with the King of Monsters. The film looks great, though. Cosmo. Let's see, more manga recommendations. I recently checked out Go Nagi Cutie Honey. I heard that's good. Devilman. I'm familiar with Devilman. And Captain Harlock. I've watched a few episodes of Captain Harlock, so I'm familiar with them. Dash and Scan. My lesbian experience with loneliness. Let's see. Salayan, Girlfriends, King of Thorn, Town of Everything Calm, Country of Cherry Blossoms, Isbin, and A Distant Neighborhood. The only book I've heard of that in that list is My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. That's over at the store I go to. My comic store is Local Heroes in Norfolk. Great store. And I saw that on the shelf, actually, just the last week, actually. Let's see. Who's your favorite Batman actor? One, Christian Bale, Kevin Conroy, Ben Affleck, Kevin Porter, Michael Keaton, and Adam West. I tend to remove Kevin Conroy just so it's fair, but I mean Kevin Conroy. Now, if you take voice actors off the list of action, I'm still a big fan of Christian Bale. And like I love Michael Keaton, but I don't know if he was. Michael Keaton as Batman is an interesting story for me. Is I feel like he's miscast, but he did great anyway. So I really love him in the role. Let's see, Ben Affleck, I think is really good in the role, despite how I feel about that movie and how I feel about that Batman. That Batman's a dick. I hate him. Batman vs Superman is not a good movie, but he's good at it. Like, he is like almost the ideal personified version of comic book Batman in live action. And it's in that movie. So, I mean, that's frustrating. But, I mean, he gave it his all. And, of course, Adam West is Adam West. I mean, like, he was, it's so funny. He was the Batman for, like, a whole generation. I remember as a teenager when they were talking about, like, doing a new Batman movie, people were like, how are they going to do a new Batman movie without Adam West? He is Batman. Like, we were so naive and dumb. Nightwing asks, what's with going on in the Grant and Norm Brigafogel trade? Let's see. Batman Dark Knight Detective has been collecting their run. That sounds cool. Have you heard of Battle Manga, Alita, or Silent Mobius? Yeah, I've heard of both of those. I've almost picked up Alita a couple times. Silent Mobius, I never have. And One Piece. Yep. Oh, I've heard of One Piece. There's no way you can't hear. I've been thinking about watching One Piece on Hulu, but it's all subtitled. There's no dubbed episodes on Hulu, and there's 40,000 fucking episodes of that show. Holy crap! There's like what 7-11 seasons of that, and season 11 is like 122 episodes. Like, good God, is that possible? How is that possible? I mean, good Lord, it's like. I don't know. It's like the Simpsons of anime. And One Piece, do not watch it. Read it. Okay. Well, since you put that in all caps, I will believe you. Let's see. I've been thinking about, have you heard of Berserk? Man, okay. Hey, listen. Yeah, I'm going to definitely start reading more manga in real life, so that's going to be reflected on the channel. And these are all really great suggestions, so I think I might, start picking apart some of these and seeing what's there. Good news, everyone. The series I was doing on Geekvolution, Anime Rewind, has been rebranded and is on this channel as Anime Replay. You may have already watched the Akira episode I posted a week or two ago. And that's not the end. Next month, I'm going to be re-uploading the Dragon Ball Z episode, which I enjoyed a lot. That actually, I think, might have been my favorite the episodes I did. After that will be the Project Echo episode. And then after that, I'm going to do the film that I was going to review on Evolution, and then I left. So I'm just going to basically pick up where I left off. And what I'm really excited about is I'm going to be doing these more scripted voiceover reviews and analysis in my own kind of smart ass way of animes I grew up with as a kid that I don't feel like, maybe all anime fans know of today. I don't know how many teenagers watching anime now are familiar with Project Echo or Black Magic 66. I really like that one. I'm going to definitely do these, and I want to do this in a way where I watch brand new stuff that I get exposed to, and I hopefully will expose you guys the stuff I grew up with. And I think that'd be a nice way to go about life until we die. I think that's my setup. Let's see, where are we here? One Piece has very cartoony style. I know, I can tell. It's like watching Looney Tunes motion comic. Let's see. Another manga recommendation is MPD Psycho, which I feel like I've heard of that title before. Thoughts on the Blade Runner films? I like them. That's kind of it. I don't have a huge emotional attachment to them. They're good movies, and that's kind of it. I know some people, well, not some people, I know a lot of people who are blown away by them and consider them masterpieces, which I admit they are. It's one of those things where I watch something and I go, this is objectively excellent. All right, what's on DC Superhero Girls tonight? And that's kind of it. They're really good movies. And I do recommend, in case you're watching this and have not seen either one of the Blade Runner movies or the 15 different versions of the different cuts of the original film, yeah, go see them. They're really good. I actually even think the shitty cuts of Blade Runner are good. Let's see. Would you like to see more Ben Affleck's Batman fighting style from the warehouse in the Matt Reeves film with Robert's Batman doing? Yeah, that'd be cool. I loved that. I mean, I didn't like the fact that he was like murdering guys after he realized murder is bad. But I mean, it was really cool fight scene. I've actually watched it independent of that. Highly recommend watching the Batman warehouse fight scene with Puma Man music. That is quite good. It's very enjoyable. But yeah, I really like that scene. It's actually it's one of the scenes I like in the film. And it would be cool to see Robert Patrick do that. We'll see. I'm very, very interested in this new Batman film. So I think that might be fun. Hey, we are at an hour. I wanted to do at least an hour on the show, and we've done it. That happened. Okay, great. Let's see. I'm gonna wrap up here in just a second. So yeah, we had some fun talking about some comic book news. A little bit of a slow week, so hopefully we'll talk about more in the future. Manos for anime, I would recommend Megazone 23. It has a number of similarities to the Matrix, including people being plugged into a computer with an MIB agent chasing an average Joe. That sounds cool. I have not heard of that one, so I'll look into that. I had a list of what I was going to do with Anime Rewind, and I've completely lost it. So I'm just going to make up a new list for Anime Replay. So that's what I got going on. I have some videos coming up in the very near future for you folks. Lindsay and I just watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Really dug it. I'm going to give should we do a spoiler review?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a spoiler review where I talk about it. Look for that this week. I need to sit down and finish writing my boardroom countdown scene for superhero movies. I have a video. I've made a list of my top 10 favorite boardroom scenes in superhero movies. It's a bigger trope than you might expect. I've made a video about that. Well, no, I didn't make a video yet. I haven't shot the video. I've wrote a script for it, and hope to sit down and record that sometime this week. Also, I got This Week in Comics coming up in the next day or two. I need to finish a couple comics before I do that video. And what's else? There's another video. I keep forgetting about this. I'm doing. I have a list of my countdown. I have another countdown video where I talk about the MCU films, the Marvel Cinematic Universe films, from my least favorite to favorite. And I've been meaning to do that for a while. I wanted to wait until the Far From Home came out. Far From Home has come out. So now I feel free to do it. Look for that in the next upcoming week. That should be very soon. I may even record that tomorrow because I have the list, and it's going to be more free form talking rather than scripting. So I'm going to have fun with that. Red Knight news. Let's see. The prints are being ordered. I should be seeing the little mini poster prints. I'm about to order the actual prints of the comic books. So Red Knight #1 is going to be printed soon. Let's see, I got the t-shirts in and they got the buttons in. So I have just about everything ready. I have the pop figures. I think we got one order for the pop figures. So that's going to be worked on over the next couple weeks. So I hope we can get this in before August. So if not, if we're late, it's going to be like early September. Kind of depends on how quick these get printed and shipped out. But yeah, we're on the way of getting this done, and I'm very excited. So yeah, September is the official return of Red Knight. So expect to hear me talk more about Red Knight and also making comic books. I'll be doing more videos about the actual writing of superheroes and comic books and shit like that. So get ready for that. Thank you guys. I guess I will probably do more live videos at night, about around 11 o'clock. Probably Fridays and Saturdays would be best. So I hope to make this a regular thing. I hope you can be my regular Saturday night thing. So I think that'll be it. Oh, I have one more question. How do you, let's see, will you cover Cowboy Bebop? Yes. I will talk about, I haven't decided how I'm going to address Cowboy Bebop, either review the film or the TV series or both. I don't know. I may do all of it. I haven't decided yet, but I will be doing an anime replay of Cowboy Bebop. And one last question, Marion brings us home with one more. The Red Knight Rises Bane compared to the Bane from Batman and Robin? Well, he's literate, and he's a lot more interesting of a speaker. Let's just say that. So I think we're done here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me, Lindsay. Great show, and thanks for having us on. And thanks for having us on. And good night, folks.